30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Garindo. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go right back to Garindo. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now, Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Khalif Raymond to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So now it's 3rd 14-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Right away they get to him again. It's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And he makes the Hats go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 21-zip already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Raymond on the return. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Big gain downfield. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for six.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a give to Garindo. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Kittle brings it in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Caught by Deebo Samuel. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That's taken in by Samuel. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Garindo again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Murray on 3rd down. Escapes the... And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 3-possession game. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff gets this to Johnson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Flush down out to his left. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, it's gone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Throwing is gone. He sends this one to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to the air, Murray. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go. Go. Hit 5.
From the gun, Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
This one falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Kyler throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Here's Murray. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Garindo running between the tackles. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the 17. Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, lift!
Here's Gall. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Hey, kill!
Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
San Francisco calls it second timeout. Jack Fox on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Play action now. Murray. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
He's back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Obama. Go, cut.
They've got a man in motion. Goff on first and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jarvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying it left side with Garindo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the 48. That's complete to Garindo. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Moody knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It is caught at the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a give to Garindo, running left. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll run here with Garindo. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the 1st down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This is Garindo. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. 2nd and 3 now. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll get this across the 15 to about the 17. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. Goff. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Gibbs now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
He finds Laporta. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 34. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Lions got to score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And now they have a 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Into the hands of Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Hauled in by Garindo. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hold on, ready?
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey. Hold on, what?
They'll run. It's Garindo. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On target to Garindo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.
I sit on the corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.